Ah, the first Saturday in May. Honestly, there's absolutely nothing quite like it. You can almost feel the anticipation in the air, can't you? The crisp Kentucky morning, the rustle of the grandstand, and the thundering promise of history waiting just around the bend. Welcome to this explainer. Today we are going to immerse ourselves entirely in the 150-second run for the Roses. Whether you're a lifelong racing aficionado or, someone tuning in just to catch the magic of the two most exciting minutes in sports, this explainer is designed to give you the absolute edge. We're going to break down the field, the format, the odds, and the sheer spectacle of the 2026 Kentucky Derby.
Okay, let's dive right into our agenda for today. We'll set the scene with the prestige of the Run for the Roses, break down the strict mechanics of the Derby, analyze the contenders and top odds in our 19-horse field, and finally, we'll look at that massive $5 million prize.
So, starting with Part 1, the Run for the Roses and the immense prestige it brings to Louisville.
To really wrap our heads around the Derby, we have to anchor ourselves in the when and where. We are looking at Saturday, May 2nd, 2026. The venue? Well, as it has been for over a century and a half, it's the legendary Churchill Downs in Louisville, Kentucky. This is the proving ground. It's the first leg of horse racing's Triple Crown, and without question, the most coveted dirt track in the world. Literally everything has been leading up to this very Saturday.
Moving on to Section 2, mechanics of the Derby and how the track is actually set.
Now, what's really interesting here is the most pressing question. How do these horses actually qualify for the starting gate in the first place? Because you don't just show up to Churchill Downs with a fast horse and a dream. The Derby is strictly for 3-year-old horses, period. That means a thoroughbred has exactly one chance, just one single year in its entire life, to run in this legendary race.
And the road to get there? It is an absolute grind. It's a journey that spans seasons. Starting all the way back in September, these 3-year-olds begin competing in a grueling series of designated prep races. The top 5 finishers in each race earn points. And this high-stakes point accumulation continues relentlessly right through the autumn, the winter, and all the way until mid-April. By the end of that gauntlet, only the 20 horses with the absolute most points, or those who manage to win their specific international series, earn the right to walk into that starting gate in Louisville on the first Saturday in May. It is a fierce, mathematical survival of the fittest.
So, if you want to witness the climax of this incredible journey, here's exactly when you need to be watching. Seriously, write this down. Network coverage kicks off at 2:30 p.m. Eastern Time on NBC. If you want to start soaking in the atmosphere even earlier, Peacock begins their early streaming coverage at noon Eastern. But the absolute most critical piece of information here, post time. The exact moment those gates fly open is scheduled for 6:57 p.m. Eastern Time. Do not be late or you're going to miss the fastest 2 minutes in sports. Okay, let's transition into Section 3, contenders and top odds for the 19-horse field.
Now you might be thinking, wait, didn't we just say the top 20-point earners qualify? Well, yes, but the reality of horse racing is that the field can change in an instant. For the 2026 Run for the Roses, the maximum 20-horse field has unfortunately been trimmed down to 19. The heartbreak of late scratches has hit pretty hard. Contenders like Fulleffort, Silent Tactic, who suffered a foot injury, and the Puma are officially out. An empty stall completely changes the dynamic, it changes the spacing, and man, it certainly changes the betting landscape.
So, where do the odds makers stand with the remaining 19 horses? Well, sitting clearly at the top, opening as the 4-1 favorite, is Renegade. And honestly, it's no surprise when you look at the pedigree behind the run. Renegade is trained by the legendary Todd Pletcher and will be ridden by star jockey Erod Ortiz Jr. Right on his heels in the odds, we've got Commandment sitting at 6-1 and Chief Wallaby at 8-1. These are your heavy hitters going into Saturday. But here is where you have to look just a little bit closer. The favorite Renegade drew post 1. Being right on the rail in a crowded 19-horse field is, historically speaking, a very difficult crowded spot to run from. Meanwhile, post 5 holds a profound statistical advantage. It has produced the most Kentucky Derby winners in history with 10 all-time victories. It's kind of the perfect sweet spot, far enough from the rail to avoid the immediate crush, but close enough to save ground on the first turn. Keep a very close eye on the horses breaking from the inside, especially Renegade trying to navigate out of post 1.
And hey, if you need a reminder that the heavy favorite doesn't always wear the roses, just look back to last year. The 2025 Kentucky Derby was won by Sovereignty. Trained by Bill Mott and ridden by Junior Alvarado, Sovereignty captured the victory at 7-1 odds. It's just a beautiful reminder that once that bell rings, the odds on a piece of paper completely fade away, and it all comes down to heart, stamina, and a little bit of racing luck.
Which brings us to our fourth and final section, the $5 million prize and the ultimate stakes.
The absolutely crucial point here is this staggering number, $5 million. For the third straight year, the Kentucky Derby purse has been set at an unbelievable $5 million. It's a monumental figure that perfectly reflects the sheer global magnitude of this single race.
But take a look at how heavily weighted it is to the victor. This isn't just about sharing the wealth, not at all. The horse that crosses that wire first secures a massive $3.1 million of that purse. The runner-up? Well, they walk away with $1 million. That means the difference between immortality by a nose and finishing second is a staggering $2.1 million. Every single inch of that dirt track is literally worth a fortune.
But as massive as the Derby is, it's really just step one. To achieve true horse racing immortality, the winner on Saturday must then go on to conquer the Preakness Stakes and finally the Belmont Stakes. The Derby is just the crucial spark that ignites the pursuit of the greatest prize in all of racing.
The stage is entirely set. The field is locked. The purse is waiting. So, the only question left for us is this. Who will seize the $3.1 million right at 6:57 p.m. Eastern Time and take that glorious first step toward the Triple Crown? Get ready. The 152nd Run for the Roses is about to begin.